Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to Argsy Farms on the Oaks multiplayer server. You're joining us, we're down here in the field in March and we are baling some grass. We have mown it, windrowed it, and we're here in the baler getting it done. Now there is a very good reason why we're baling it at this time of year. The grass, there isn't that much on it. We've only got very small swaths as you can see, and we're not going to get a huge number of bales. But the very reason I'm baling it right now is because we're going to sell this plot of land. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to use this to fund the purchase of a new plot of land that we're going to go 2/3, 1/3 share in with one of the other farmers. Now I'll reveal who that's going to be soon. We'll get into that, and that is the main plot for today. We'll be purchasing that land. The main plot for this episode will be to purchase that land and get things done, because we need to get some wheat planted in it in the month of March, which is where we are now. It is the only month we can plant. The reason I'm selling this is I need the money to be able to afford my share. I've already got the $160,000 from the other farmer sitting in the account. I need $494,000 all up to be able to buy the field, so we're going to get rid of this one. Can't say I'm too sad to see it go. It is quite away from the farm, from our yard. It's a bit of a drive to get down here, particularly doing grass and having to run, mowers, windrower and baler, and then wagon down here, trailer down here to pick everything up. It is a bit of a drag, so it'll be nice to consolidate and hopefully end up with everything just a little bit closer to the yard with the new field we're looking at. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to bore you with the baling. We've done a lot of that in this series so far, so the focus, like I said, is going to be on getting the other field up and planted. So we're just going to carry on, get this done, get everything put away, and we'll catch you once we're, later in the month, once we get this field purchased. We're standing down here taking a look at our grass field, and there's a very good reason for that. We've talked a lot about buying a new field. Well, it's all been done, and we're going to go and take a look at it. This is it right here. I'll tell you a little bit more about the story of the purchase, what's happening with it, who we're sharing it with, and what's been done so far. So we've gone 2/3, 1/3 ownership on this field with Dazed, or Williamson's farm. So he's investing 1/3 of the purchase price. He's going to supply all the fertilizer and seed and things like that, and then we're going to go 1/3, 2/3 in any other expenses such as lime spreading or the soil sampling and everything like that for precision farming. So field 33 is ours. As you can tell, it's already had an application of lime. It's been cultivated and rock picked by TW Productions, so it's been good to get them in here and get that done. They'll be taking the rocks away and turning that into lime. But let's I'll show you it on the map. See down there, obviously the pH value is looking pretty good, and a bit of an idea on the size. This is where we are. Down here I'm looking at this from a precision farming point of view, field number 33, and as you can see, there's loam across the whole lot of it. It's actually quite a good field. It has about, look here, expected yield potential of 120%, so it's just about a perfect field for us. It's nice and convenient. It's much closer to our yard, very close to Williamson Farms over there as well. So very easy for us to get to. We don't have to run down to the grass field down here anymore, and in fact TW Productions, who bought field 44 just here right next door, they've already purchased that, so it's good to see that change hands and being used by someone else. So that's a little bit about our field. Talking a little bit about the plans for it, we're going to get wheat planted in here. We're only in the window for planting wheat ends at the end of March, so we need to get in here and get started. So Dazed is on his way. He's going to be running through here with the planter. I'm going to go and grab a roller and we'll go back and roll it behind him. And yeah, we're just going to get into it. It should be exciting. Looking forward to doing this. Dazed uses the headland management system, which means he can follow around the edges, and we'll actually going to have tram lines turned on in this. So it should look like a pretty cool field. If you saw the map tour we did, had a look at Williamson Farms. Fields look pretty cool with tram lines in it. So that's the plan. I'm going to go and grab our tractor, head over to his yard, go and grab the roller. Hopefully by the time we've done that, he might be here and having started seeding. So you probably recognise the farm here from our little map tour. This is Williamson Farms. Let's come down here to grab the roller. I'm not sure if Dazed is going to be around still or not. He was filling up his planter somewhere. Oh, there he is. He's about to leave. That's him all filled up with his JCB. He has the same seeder as us, so we could have actually planted in tandem if we wanted to. But we've decided we'll do the planting separately and the seeding, the rolling separately as well. So we'll just find the roller. Looks like that's it. All parked up there. So we'll get backed in, get it hooked up, and head on over to the field behind him. Alright, so here we are. You can see Dave's just rolling into the field. I'm actually just going to head into our grass and stay out of the way, but we need to let him get ahead of us a little bit before we can obviously get in there and start rolling. So that'll be a good opportunity to throw the drone up, and we'll get a few shots of him doing some planting, which will be nice to see. I'm looking forward to seeing how this headland management system actually works. You can basically use it. It's part of the the headland management add-on. Basically, as he's described it to me, when you run the headlands, the tractor will actually follow the edge of the headlands, so you can get a nice tram line around your headland pass, which actually sits the whole way off the edge. And Dave was just telling me he's trying to set up a controlled traffic system here, so with the tram lines, combine headers, all of those kind of things, all going to be the same width. Not quite yet, the planter's not the right width. He's going to try and upgrade this next season from a 6 metre to a 9 metre, but that'll be pretty cool. You're running a 9 metre seeder, 9 metre header. You could run a 27 metre wide spreader to cover 3 widths at once. As long as your auger was the right length on your combine, then you could run your grain cart down that 9 metre long, 9 metre wide path as well. So pretty much everything would be running in the same tram lines, which is pretty clever. So, anyhow, he is just getting things set up there. We're going to leave him to do that. We're going to pull out the drone, jump up in the air, and get set up to get a little bit of a montage put together. Well, there we go. That's one lap of the field done. You can see Dave's just started out there. You got the tram line in for this pass. Spot it down there. Doing pretty well. Bit of a dirtier patch there. It's actually easy to spot looking up, but you can see that through there. So that's going to be our tram line as that goes in. But because it's taken actually quite some time to get that first pass done, I'm actually going to go and grab my seeder. I think that's going to be more efficient use of my time than just standing here and watching Dave do all the work. So we'll go get filled up with some seed and get back down here, and we'll give him a help planting. A little bit of a change of plan. Dazed had to just shoot off for a little bit, so we've jumped in here into his JCB, and we are running along. First time using Proceed properly. Dazed has gone through and set up a whole lot of GPS courses and everything like that already for us. So we'll see how this goes. What should happen is we'll turn back down row on the other side of the one we've already planted. So we're on 5 of 5. Fingers crossed if we go across 2 rows we should be on 3 of 5. That should turn on our tram lines. So to the end here, let's see exactly what happens. We'll look this up before we go through and sew through the tram lines Dave's just put in. Look and see. And around here. No, it's not quite because of what one it says we're on. Okay. It's 2. Right. We'll get there. I'm sure it'll work. Not, we know who to blame. It's not Dazed. Right, let's carry on. We'll get some seeding done and we'll catch up with you soon.
There we go, that's the main part of the field done. We're going to hand back over to Daze now. He's got our tractor in there and got the roller and everything all set up for us. That's been fun actually. It's been nice to use the whole Proceed mod and everything like that. Makes it much easier when someone set it up for you, but at least it's helped me get my head a little bit better around how it all works. So next thing for me to learn will be the headland management system, which obviously draws these amazing tram lines around as we go. Here we go, get that lifted up. We did manage to go over the end tram lines a couple of times, but too seriously, so that there. And we're going to find Dazed, and I think we're going to jump into the roller now. And go and get that started. There he is. Hand over to him. He can jump in and carry on our work, and we'll go and do some rolling. So we go straight out of one tractor and into another. Got our own messy back this time. A little bit different to the old JCB, isn't it, when you look at it? Traditional tractor, obviously same, a different size front and rear wheels, whereas the JCB's kind of that boxier, kind of centered cab. A little bit different, but there we go, we're off and rolling. Very hard to pick up actually where we've been, so good thing we've got some GPS going on this. We will just carry on and get this done. And there we are. I think that is us all done here in the field. Let's we'll just check the map, the PDA, have a look to make sure we've rolled everything. I did miss one strip up here, right over the far side. I'm going to shoot over and do that. We'll get the thing folded up. But once it's done, we'll go and get things put away. Take it back over to Dazed yard. All right. Well, let's take a look now. I don't know about you, but that looks much better. Get rid of that blue line up there. Our field is pretty much clean. So happy days. We will get this fold up, and happy days probably too that we've got this field done. Could be able to partner with him on this actually. Convenient for both of us. Kind of just an idea I had, and I sort of, with him being our nearest neighbour, thought I'd approach him first. If he wasn't down with it, we probably would have stretched our wings just a little bit further and looked to some of our other nearby neighbours to see if they were interested. But as it is, worked out for Dazed, and it's good for us to be able to expand our land as well.
is something we wanted to do. Right, let's get this back over to his yard, get it put away. Let's give it a pressure wash somewhere to give it a clean. And then we'll get back over to our yard and get things tidied up there. Alright, back here, pressure washer is in the shed. According to Days, there it is. Have a look, we can get this to reach out. Tractor or not. Fingers crossed it's going to be long enough. Plenty long enough. Here we go, look at that. Right, we'll give this a wash off. We'll give our tractor a bit of a tidy up while it's here as well. And we will head on back over to our place. Walking around, inspecting things. Alright, that was looking much cleaner. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, go get this put away. Back in the shed. And we'll get the roller put away as well. Alright, there we go. All done. Dazed is there. Give him a honk. Later, mate. It was good fun getting all of that done. Right. We're going to go and park up over back at our yard. But that's pretty much us done for this episode. We're probably going to be busy, very busy actually in April. Got both our oilseed radish fields, which are going to need to be cultivated and planted. I think I'm going to plant one of them with canola. And the one that had canola in last time, I'm actually considering putting grass in there, and then the grass field that we have at the moment, laying that up and putting some wheat in. This is a bit of a crop rotation, so we'll see what comes. I'll give that some more thought, whether we have time or not to do it. That would be another story. The other thing, we're going to have to start getting into doing our contracts. Of course, as I mentioned previously, we can get into doing some contracting, and there's quite a few fertilizer contracts out and about on the farms at the moment. So I am going to have an ad, and in fact, we'll put the ad up right now. And a call for interest in becoming a contracts manager with Argsy Farms. So a bit of a description there about what we're looking for. Someone who can work independently, trustworthy, reliable, experienced working with different machinery on a farm of this size, able to work independently is a plus as well. So obviously your role to start with would be just to come on and get some contracts done. We're still settling actually whether it's going to be one contract a month. There is some discussion now because of the availability of contracts at different times of year, whether it might be more like 2 or 3 contracts a month. So we'll see what will happen with that, but certainly there is a role there available for someone to come in, become part of the Argsy Farms team in a contracts position. So if you're interested, leave a comment down below and we'll go through a little bit of a recruitment process and see where we end up with maybe some new people. We could even have space for 2. So if you're keen on joining us and coming here to give us a hand, let me know. Anyhow, that's us back here at the farm. We're going to get things parked up and wrap things up. As always, hope you've enjoyed that episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.